Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and today we are going to can. Well, actually, we did this a few weeks ago, and I forgot to do the beginning of the video, so that's what I'm doing right now. So, in this video, you will see canning up chicken broth using scraps from the freezer. I had two chickens. One I worked with on a different video, which has already been up and done probably about a month ago now. And then I did one chicken or the bones and all that stuff for broth, and I used scraps from my freezer, stuff like that. So I'll tell you how to do all that. It's not an instructional video about how to use your canner. Use the canner per their instructions. I have two electric canners that I love and highly recommend if you're new to canning, if you're a little leery, whatever. They are perfect. They work great. So hopefully you enjoy this video and enjoy making some broth with me. Cheers! Okay, so this is two carcasses here from chickens that we've done previous canning projects with. So these are the carcasses. I put it in a crock pot. I should probably got a bigger one, but this is fine. I'm letting it warm up, cook down. You can throw whatever you want in here to get your seasonings for your chicken broth. I have a whole head of garlic that was in my freezer. I bought a whole bunch of garlic last year and put it in my freezer the whole head, and I just kind of broke it up right now. Remember, this is all gonna get, what do you call it? You go through a colander, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter that there's all these papers, the garlic papers on, that's fine. So I'm throwing in the garlic. I got out some of my scraps from the freezer that I will make veggie broth with later, but I'm not doing that right now. And I actually got another bag in there anyway. So I'm going to throw in, I have some onion scraps over here also. I'm just going to throw in, I have some carrot shavings we're going to throw in. That's good. Give it some extra flavor. If you have celery, I don't think I have any celery to throw in here. Stuff like that, throw that in. Okay, I'm going to add in some salt. This salt is like, oh. I'm getting it. The non-iodized one. Okay, that's good. You're just going to cover it with water. That's all you're going to do. I'll get some pepper in here too. Get some pepper. Okay, I added the pepper, and I'm just going to put a little bit more water in. And put this on high. Or you can do it on low all day. The house is going to smell amazing, like you're cooking chicken, obviously. But we're going to get that pushed down in there, let that soak down, and then, let it go for as long as you want. I'll probably let it go for 4 or 5 hours. And then we'll strain it, and we can can with it. Or we'll can it up. Okay, so it has been like a good 5-6 hours on high. We're going to remove all of this as best we can. And then with the broth, we're going to can that up. So let me get all of this out of here. And we'll go from there. Okay, so pints we will be doing at 20 minutes, just so you know when we get them in the canner. We're going to strain this, so I got most everything out of it. But there's always going to be the little things, right? So the little pieces of meat, stuff like that. So we are going to do this and scoop it in with cheesecloth. That way it will catch all the little stuff. You want a 1-inch headspace. Gotta watch what you're doing. And you can see it catching. I'll show you here closely here in a minute. and get this stuff up to the top. There we go. And it's, hold on. Okay, you can see all the stuff that's left at the top. We don't want that in the broth. Can you see that? So this is what we're trying to strain out. Okay, we'll just keep doing all of these because there's a lot of little particles from the bones and all that stuff that, and I just move it to another spot on the cheesecloth. I'm not sure how many I will get, but we'll get all these going and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so we ended up getting 4 pints, and then I had a little bit left over, and it's going to fit in this jelly jar, which is perfect. Sometimes you don't need a whole pint. We're just going to clean off, these are very hot, we're going to clean off the edges, so that way the seals are good. You can do it with vinegar, I just do it with water. Either way, everything works out fine. I've never had a problem. So just water on and what do you call it? Paper towel. And we're going to wipe these all off. We'll get lids on them and the rings. Make sure with broth though, you really want to get them pretty good because you don't want the grease not to seal them in. All right. Okay, so follow the directions on your canner the way you need to. I'm trying to move this. So my electric canner will hold 5 pints. I got 4 pints on here and 1 of the jelly jars, so we're good to go. I do reuse lids. Oops. Reuse lids as long as the seals look good. I've never had a problem. So I just did it in my last video if you go to watch that one. And they seal. I usually use them probably 4 to 5 times. I put little dots on them so I know when I've used them. My canner calls for 8 cups of hot water. It's the Carry pressure canner, electric pressure canner. So I'm going to get this going. 20 minutes for pints, 25 for quarts. Okay, there's our broth. It's still bubbling in there. All of them have sealed beautifully. I like that it's still bubbling. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, leave some comments or emojis down below. It helps out my channel. And that was easy. It's super easy. You're just using scraps. You're using bones. You know, I mean, it's amazing what you can come up with in no time. You know, that takes 20 minutes after it gets up to pressure and stuff like that, and does 20 minutes. So easy. So, like I said, just stick around and there'll be another canning video coming up probably in about a week or so. We'll have something else going on. We're getting back into the canning, getting back into the kitchen. Super excited. So, cheers!